Uh,
Welcome to Catch 24. 24 sports topics in 24 minutes. I'm your host, Trigon411. You can find me on Twitter at Trigon4848. You can find me on twitch.tv/411. I'm going to introduce you to my co-host, Sai.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Scythex. You can find me on twitter.com/Scythex_.
And before we get going, just shout out real quick, Friday Night Gaming Podcast. Sai and I are both, not only are we avid sportsmen, but we're both gamers. The best gaming podcast on the entire interweb, confirmed. Friday Night Gaming Podcast. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. And also, it's on this YouTube channel. If you just select some of the other videos, we have our 26, 27 episodes of Friday Night Gaming Podcast. So if you're into gaming, check that out. If you're into sports, you're in the right place, baby. And you can also find us on Google, iTunes, and Spotify worldwide. We are an international show.
Those went live this week, so you should be good on all platforms.
Hell yeah. And hey, without further ado, hey Sai, shoot that shit. 24 minutes. Let's go.
All right. So this week we had a crazy NFL time, and
crazy NFL, crazy.
Antonio Brown being traded to the Raiders for basically peanuts. They gave up a 3rd round pick and a 5th round pick for arguably the best wide receiver in the game.
First thing I want to talk about, I want to mesh this gaming and this sports topic. Somebody went into Madden NFL Football 19, tried to actually execute this same trade. They tried to trade Antonio Brown for a 3rd and 5th round pick. Madden denied the trade because they knew it was not worthy for sure. Yeah. Antonio Brown is one of the best receivers in the game, hands down. He's a top 5 receiver. That's confirmed. He's unbelievable. Some people are calling him crazy because of the way he left Pittsburgh. I don't think he was crazy. I think every athlete is entitled to maximize their earnings and get the most money they want. And I'm not an owner-centric person. I'm like, hey, power to the players. Mm-hmm. I think the Raiders came up. They got they gave them a 3rd and 5th round pick, which is equivalent to essentially nothing for Antonio Brown. So they got him for nothing. And I think he's going to be amazing in Oakland, especially with the mind of John Gruden and the offensive genius that he is for sure. There's no question Antonio's going to do great.
Agreed. The Raiders also traded Pro Bowl guard, who a lot of Raider fans are upset about this trade. They traded their Pro Bowl guard to the New York Jets, Kaliki Osmali. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Shout out to you for the pronunciation.
I tried. But,
listen, it sounds correct, so we're going to rock with it.
Yes, but a lot of Raider fans are upset about this. They actually like the guard. He's getting a lot of praise for being such a highly respected guard on the O-line. So, yeah. I don't know.
Also, low-key, there was a picture. There was a picture of him playing Pop Warner, and he was a Jet. He had a Jets helmet on for one of his Pop Warner teams. So, hey. Yep. Come on home, baby, because Lord knows we need you, fam. Hey, next topic, Landon Collins. Shout out to Pac. Landon Collins, one of the best safeties in the games, to the Redskins.
Well, it depends on who you talk to. Everyone's
that's
Collins
true.
Is trash.
Landon cannot cover. He cannot cover a wide receiver in the open field, and that's confirmed. But he is a good cover safety and he's one of the best tacklers, bar none. Like his tackling percentages are out the roof. Mm-hmm. So he's good.
I mean, people love him. I think he's good. He's more like a Jamal Adams type, where he's going to be on the line and he's going to hurt your quarterback. He's coming after you. So I think it's a good pickup for the Redskins, and Eli should take notice because I think Collins is going to be a little angry next time they face each other. So
yeah, that's no question. Eli, make sure you got your mouthpiece in, player. Oh man, listen, the most exciting part of let's talk about this podcast, Le'Veon Bell, the best running back in 2017, is officially a Jet. He signed 4 years, $52.5 million, 61 with incentives, $35 million guaranteed. Bell, you know what Bell does for us, Si? Bell takes us to the Super Bowl. Confirmed. That's fast.
I mean,
well, maybe is that too far?
I'll rock.
Is that too far?
I mean, I'll say AFC Championship, but There's
listen,
a little team that might be in their way.
Well, yeah, that's actually that. Well, yeah, we're gonna get to them. Here's the thing, Bell. What Bell does? He's one of the best ball catching running backs out of the backfield. He opens up the offense for Darnold. Are they gonna run? Are they gonna pass? Much. Oh, absolutely, because he can dump it off to him at any time, and also you can't. You're going to have to stack the box, and that opens up the receivers in the back end. So it's going to be great for a young quarterback. He just needs some tools. I mean, we have Crowder, which is good, but I think he's going to need one or two more pieces on that offense, especially, in beefing up the offensive line.
I think they still need a number one receiver, and they definitely need a cornerback. So, but you know what? These are things that the draft could fix potentially. So I don't know.
Absolutely.
We still have a lot of money. But we'll see.
Yeah, that's
another New York interesting topic that's been going wild the past.
Oh my God, this had New York on fire.
The golden boy, or should I say, the golden hair, is being
the golden ticket.
He got traded to the Browns, and I'm talking about OBJ.
If you don't know that, you must. Yeah, I mean, you must be a hermit. You're definitely not listening to this podcast if you don't know that. But OBJ. Gone.
OBJ on the Browns with his boy Blessum, a.k.a. Landry.
Bless him.
On top of Joku as a tight end. I mean, you have a first-year coach. You have a second-year quarterback who's all confident as hell with Landry, Joku, and OBJ. On top.
Don't forget your boy. Don't forget your boy Kareem 8-game suspension Hunt.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to that.
Jesus Christ! But when he comes back from that suspension, that offense is probably the most dangerous offense in the league. And I don't know how you can dispute that.
Yeah, and real quick. Let's get a quick shout out to Hugh Jackson, who you got fired and then they made your team the best team in the NFL. So pull out a little looker for Hugh Jackson because
I love that meme. It's like when you get fired and your team becomes the Avengers.
Yo, that's actual facts. So OBJ, listen, and this is what I want to say real quick because we got to move on. OBJ, I love that he tweeted and I saw you liked it. I'm not a Cancer. I'm a Scorpio. My bad.
Oh my God, dude, that was perfect.
I thought it was so funny. And here's the thing. People say what they want about OBJ. Honestly, in my opinion, every man's responsible for themselves, but also the Giants helped to create this beast. Tom Coughlin, it started with Coughlin. When he acted out in that game, Coughlin should have grabbed his ass and said, knock it off. Like, I don't care. I'm old school. Knock it off. Sit his ass on the bench. I don't care.
It's surprising because Coughlin is old school. But
I know, but he softened up in the last couple of years, and listen, that's one of the reasons why Coughlin's gone. So at the end of the day, coaches need to realize you need to rein in your star player, or else you're going to get fired because he's acting out. So it's like it's in your best interest to sit him down and let him know, hey, this is a team game. It's not about you, and that's facts.
Well, with that being said, will the Browns make it to the Super Bowl? Because I'll just jump into it. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough for them without Hunt. Hunt's a great signing, and they're secondary because they got rid of Hyde. They still have Chubbs, so Chubbs could carry the workload while Hunt's gone.
Yeah.
So I mean, this team is built to win right now. It's Super Bowls is a little much because there's going to be a lot of teams in front of them.
The defense is they have Miles Garrett, like they have some defenders. Don't let
their defense it's looking
don't lose sight of that because people are all amped about the offense and they should be, but their D is pretty good too. 100%. And with Baker Mayfield, he has the confidence and the swag. The only thing I think about, what I question is OBJ being with his boy, are they gonna act up like crazy, or are they gonna really gel? So
my theory behind that is old OBJ might come out in year 2 and 3, but year 1 this year they're gonna ball like no other because the two of them are just gonna feed off each other and it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be nuts.
I think so. Like we were saying earlier, next topic, Kareem Hunt suspended 8 games for the incident in the hotel with the young lady.
You knew something was going to come down.
Yeah,
drop the hammer. Who knew it was going to be 8 games? That's kind of killer. But
yeah, 8 games is a lot. But listen, it's better than what Ray Rice got.
Hey,
lifetime ban.
You get Kareem Hunt for cheap for 8 games. So
yeah,
the Browns still won.
Yeah, they coming up. And also in other news, apparently to be a Kansas City Chiefs running back, you have to have abused someone in your life. So Tyreek Hill dealing with battery charges, alleged. Keep in mind, alleged
Possibly
charges
on his kid is what I was
on his son, and his son. The reports are preliminarily his son broke his arm somehow. So we're not going to make light of this thing, because if he did in fact do something to his son that resulted in his arm being broken, he should do jail time. I'm just going to be honest. If he didn't do anything, though, he should be completely exonerated. If there isn't evidence, his name should be cleared. But if he didn't, if he is found guilty, he should go to jail.
Yeah, I agree.
If you broke your son's arm, you should go to jail. Like, I'm sorry, especially he's a minor. He's 14 years old. Like, hopefully he didn't do it. Hopefully it's just a misunderstanding, what have you. But either way, Kansas City, like, you guys might want to do some domestic violence player engagement, because you got 2 guys in the last year
to do that, because
like, note to NFL guys, stop hitting your family members.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
Yeah, take heed,
and your girlfriends and whoever else you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Ingram
and Earl Thomas
to the Ravens. Those are 2 big pickups, because they lost 2 big players. To free agency. So
they really did. And listen, people say Earl Thomas is over the hill. I remember, when he was part of Seahawk D, when he was part of that whole, Richard Sherman, all those guys, like Legion of Boom, exactly. And Earl Thomas is never underestimate the power of a Super Bowl winning safety or a player, because they can really, not only can they impact the field, but they can impact the locker room. And I think Earl Thomas is going to do both. Ingram is a seasoned vet. He knows how to play. I think he still has at least 1 or 2 years left in the tank. And I think he's going to help the Ravens. And I think the Ravens, especially, here's the thing, Lamar Jackson, I mean, come on, baby. He's going to be running that run-pass option look, and he's going to be killing it with Ingram. So I really think he has the talent to be able to run with Ingram, and it'll benefit him. And also, some other players, especially Earl Thomas. So I think the Ravens will be good. Something that didn't make sense to me. Next topic, Tannehill to the Titans. I don't really understand why they would do that.
I didn't look it up. Is Mariota like out for the year or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, whatever, dude. It's Tannehill.
Yeah,
he's not groundbreaking in my opinion.
Yeah,
seen him for quite a while. But
yeah, that's Gase's boy. Like, yeah, Tannehill to the Titans.
People were thinking Tannehill would be the Jets' backup because of Gase, but that ain't happening.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not it. And so the question then remains: will Miami trade for Rosen?
It's a possibility. It's a huge possibility.
And I thought the Giants were supposed to get Rosen, but
they were. They need somebody.
Yeah, they do. Speaking of needing somebody, Eli Manning. What do we do with Eli?
I mean, the Giants are committed. They put out a tweet recently that said that they were committed, and I think he's owed like 23-something million. Damn, he's such a cap hit for them. They can't just cut bait, even though they should.
Yeah, no, he's a conundrum for the Giants, and I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. They need to do something with him. Like they said, they committed to Odell. They gave him all this money, and now he's gone. So like Eli's kind of like the gap between the new Giants, who they're going to be, and like the old Giants, who they were, and all the old Giants are pretty much gone. So I think Eli kind of needs to follow suit if they get something for him, maybe, or go be a backup somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I know he can't. If he starts for the Giants next season, they're going to be 3-3.
I mean, they got Golden Tate, so they're going to the Super Bowl now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that actually. Yeah,
but in other old QB news, Flacco goes to Denver. That should help.
Yeah. Listen, Flacco wasn't good enough. I saw Flacco standing next to John Elway when he signed at the best
mediocre quarterback I've ever seen.
Dude, here's the thing. I think John Elway right now is probably better than Flacco. Like
He might be.
he might be. I mean, come on. Like Flacco's, I don't know. I think Flacco's done for the most part. I think he can. He's kind of like a Trent Dilfer at this point. He can probably manage the game better than he can play, but I guess we'll see what happens. And like Sai said, you got Tate to the Giants, so that's a huge signing for them. Moving on, we're gonna move on to the NBA real quick because the time is flying. Jazz band fan for making derogatory comments to Westbrook, calling him boy. And another fan actually was talking about get on your knees like you know you should or like you used to. And I can say this, super inappropriate. I'm glad that they banned him.
It had to be
Donovan Mitchell.
I like it.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell also a player for the Utah Jazz. He was like rookie. Well, no, he didn't win rookie of the year because Ben Simmons won it. He won a dunk contest last year. He said he's heard multiple fans say like racial remarks since he's been there, and he's like he's not happy about it. So like, hey, that's something they might want to address in Utah.
Yeah,
and Utah's 99.9% white, so it's that's a problem. James Dolan, your boy, that's Sai's boy actually. I think that's your cousin, right? James Dolan reacts to a fan in the stands. I don't know if you saw the video. I mean, what do you think about that? You know,
James Dolan, like he overreacts so bad, and he did it in such a professional way, which is weird and creepy to me. Like, like he freaked out, but in such a professional way, and he just like politely banned the guy. He basically called him a dick and all this stuff, politely, and banned him. It's like,
it was weird. The guy's like, sell the team. He walks over, he goes, you don't say things like that.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you want me to sell the team? How about you watch the game from your couch, dick?
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, you want to watch the game from home?
Yeah.
He's like, what? Why? He's like, and then James Dolan was like, I'm not even going to continue to talk to you. He's like, enjoy watching the games from home. You're actually banned for life.
Get his information.
Oh my God.
And apparently the Garden has facial recognition, like they're a high-tech like Las Vegas casino. Like you walk into this bitch and it's scanning your face and you're getting flagged right away, so he can't come back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn, that is wild. That is wild. This is kind of more of a question. We got a couple topics left. Real quick, what are fans allowed to say and not to say to athletes? And I'll just rock here. Here's my thing. I'm all about the athlete. The fans make the athletes. The fans are why the athletes get paid. I mean, their talent too. Here's my thing. I feel like, and Sai might feel differently, because I know some of my boys are crazy when they go to games, yelling all kind of stuff, and I get it. At the same time, and maybe this could be me just being who I am. Some shit is too far, bro. Like, when you're like, oh, I want to hang your son, like I want to rape your daughter, like you can't say stuff like these are human beings, dog. Like there's some stuff that's too far. Like if you want to make jokes and stuff, like I'm totally with that, and because the athletes have to be able to take some too. But when you start talking about I'm gonna kill your wife and all this crazy, especially the racial stuff, there's no place for that, man. Like if you want to make jokes or you stink, Westbrook, you're trash, cool. But when you start saying stuff like Jason Kidd, like trying to find his wife and kid and attack them, and you're out of line, bro. Like fans really get too crazy, man. I'm sorry.
And it's a correlate. It has something to do with the amount of alcohol that they're.
Oh yeah, that's
especially
that's no question.
Like I'd say football is the worst, and because the thing about football is those drunk fans are so far away you probably can't hear them in the field. The people in the crowd can hear you, but the players probably can't. But they're drinking all morning. They're tailgating. Crazy. Not so much for like
tailgate is crazy in football,
for NBA, but hey, you never know.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna
MLB
real quick. I just throw out Tebow's getting some. He's not getting like flack, but the little like rumblings that he got demoted. You know, the Mets kicked him to AAA. I just want to say, like, AAA is actually promotion for him because he was in AA last year, and he hit the crap out of the ball last year. He had quite a few good hits this spring. I mean, it wasn't enough to make the team, but he wasn't really expected to make the team. He was just expected to show up, kind of show what he can do, and see if he lost anything, over the break. And he showed some things, and they're promoting him to the next level. He's got one more step until he's in the pros. So this isn't like a step backwards to him. This is actually a big leap forward.
And here's the thing, man. I'm a huge Tebow fan. Like you guys know me, Florida for life. He made that speech. He's a god in my opinion for college football. Here's the thing, Tebow wasn't even supposed to be anything. This was the last time he played baseball was in high school. He was literally supposed to not be anything in baseball. So shout out to him for being in AAA.
Keep doing your thing, Tebow.
For sure. Hell yeah.
Real quick, Cano's just hitting bombs. He joined the Mets this year. People are saying he's too old, blah, blah, blah. Right now he's hitting bombs, so keep it up. Yankees are looking to possibly add Gio Gonzalez or Keuchel. They definitely need the rotation help with their current injuries. I know Severino's out for a little bit, but Severino's going to be out till May apparently. So
Severino has a shoulder, and Cashman was just saying he's not going to be ready to go until at least May, so he's going to miss the first month of the season.
The $330 million golden boy in the Philadelphia Phillies, Bryce Harper injured.
Shout out to DC though.
Yeah, shout out to DC all the way, winning the championship with Bryce. He injured his pinky toe, aka he bruised his foot, but no, for real, he got hit on the foot with a wild pitch, and apparently it's enough to keep him out. It's probably precautionary, so he's good to go crazy for the opener. But these things happen, man. You throw your money out and you don't know what can happen.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. And spring training is going on down there in Tampa for the Yankees and stuff. Mets all over the place. So, shout out to spring training for sure. Then we'll get into more MLB.
As we
get close to the season, right? So, next topic, college basketball. Real quick, for those big college basketball fans, shout out to Shanta. This weekend is championship weekend. So it's a huge weekend for all the major leagues, SEC, so on and so forth, ACC, Atlantic League. So make sure you watch, check out the championship weekends if that's what you're into. And then what we'll have is the weekend will culminate in basically Selection Sunday. And so the last championship games are finished at 3:30 or start at 3:30 on Sunday. They end by 6, and then the show will come on after that, and we'll see who's in, who's out. We'll talk about that next week, who got in, who got out.
Quick prediction on who's going to win and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, shout out to Rock to Fly, just came in the chat. OBJ will turn Brown's organization around. He knows the immaturity is healthy for a struggling organization. Listen, he could turn it around for sure. Like Sai mentioned, we think he's going to be great for the Browns. He's definitely going to increase.
He's going to go off.
Ball, and I think him being with, like Sai said, him being with Blessum, they're gonna want to. Blessum wants to come back because he had an off year last year, and OBJ wants to prove to all the hating ass Giants fans that y'all had me and y'all did me wrong. Because like I said, he respected Eli off the field. He never respected him as a quarterback. He never did. He never respected his ability. Real quick, Duke versus UNC is actually on right now. So don't go yet because we're almost done. But when you're done with this podcast, go to immaturity isn't healthy for a struggle. And the Rock to Fly said immaturity isn't healthy. And OBJ knows that, and he's gonna mature. Duke versus UNC, Zion is playing. Now UNC has won the 2 games in the 2 meetings they had. This is the 3rd one. Who knows what Zion's gonna do? Sai said last night his first game back.
He went 13 for 13. I think he dropped 25 points roughly. 24, 25 points. I mean, the dude's a beast. He didn't miss a step while he was gone. He's just going to continue to get better and get hot and go right into the tournament.
Yeah, and here's the thing, right? In speculating, Zion, who needs him? Who needs him the most out of any team in the world? The New York Knicks. But here's the
Cleveland
thing.
Cavaliers.
The, the Knicks. Nah, I'm going Knicks all the way. The Knicks need Zion really bad.
The Knicks ain't getting nobody.
Zion's nobody wants to play for the Knicks, and James Dolan hasn't signed a good free agent since Amari Stoudemire, and his knees were broken. So again, and I haven't said the T word this entire podcast, but the Knicks are trash.
They trash.
Let's go. They trash off top. Real quick, shout out to the thing, and
that's
yeah,
it,
man. That's it. That's
Buzzer's
a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Hey.
Thank you for chilling. We'll probably be back next week. Not sure what time. Keep an eye out on our Twitter. We are live on Google, iTunes, and Spotify.
Hey, we out.
And we out.